Welcome to yet another episode of Erongo Talk, our community, your news. I'll be your host for today. My name is Adolf Kaure, and in today's episode, we find ourselves back in the international holiday resort of Swakopmund. We have an awesome program lined up for you, which includes the news as usual, the tides and the weather, as well as an interview with the Erongo Regional Governor, Neville Andre. Stay tuned, we'll be back with more. Welcome back, and in today's news we are here at the Living Desert Snake Park in Swakopmund, and the headlines are as follows. In our first story, we have a story of a woman who was allegedly raped in dunes in the Narrowville suburb of Walfish Bay. That was yesterday morning, and according to the Namibian Police Force Crime Investigation Coordinator, that is now Deputy Commissioner Erastus Ikuyu, he said that this 29-year-old woman victim apparently went into the dunes to pray. So this is such a sad story. Ikuyu was quoted as saying, while she was praying, an unknown man, or the suspect, approached her and demanded a cell phone from her. So while he discovered that she did not have a cell phone on her, that's when he took out a knife and forced to remove her pants, and then had sexual acts with her without her consent. So the police is saying that the suspect is still at large while the police investigation continues. And in other crime news, we have also got a story that is also on our website, as is all our stories on www.erongo.com.na. The police in the Erongo region are puzzled after human remains were discovered between Uis and Henties Bay. So this is at a farm called Lewater. Again, Ikuyu was quoted as saying, we assume that the person died 3 or 4 months ago, but no one in the area was reported missing. So according to him, a goat herder made this discovery on Saturday. So this also puts to bed rumors that it was one of several people who went missing in the same area. So the police are assuming that the body is of a male person because the remains were discovered under a tree, and with the remains was a belt which was gray, white trousers, a blue jacket, black socks, boots which are of a size 6 or 7, and a roll-on deodorant were also found at the site. So the cause of the death is unknown. And like I said, the police rule out that the body is of a San person who also went missing in the Brandberg region in March in the same area. And they also say that it is also not the body of the American Mark Mokoso, who also went missing near the end of 2017. So really interesting story right there, as the police are still investigating to make sure, or to find out who the body belongs to and so on. So in another story, this time related to COVID-19, the Minister of Health and Social Services, Dr. Kalumbi Shangula, has confirmed that another Namibian national has tested positive for COVID-19. So this he said yesterday afternoon, and the patient is apparently in a critical condition and attached to a ventilator at a local private hospital. So Dr. Shangula announced yesterday that case number 22 is travel related, and it includes a 66-year-old male who arrived here on the 5th of May 2020 via sea, that is now on board on a vessel. So this is another interesting development in terms of the COVID-19 situation in Namibia. So if we look at the statistics for COVID-19, it shows that at the current moment we have 22 confirmed cases, 14 have recovered. So we currently have 8 active cases with no deaths. At the moment, 3,201 tests have been made, with 1,717 people in quarantine in total. So that is substantial number of people. Of course, no deaths. That's the good news. But it seems like more tests have to be done. So that is now the COVID situation. The minister also said that the patient called his general practitioner on the 14th of May for a prescription and then went to collect the medicine at the pharmacy. So he said the patient again went to see his general practitioner complaining of chronic pain. That is on the 19th of May. And there was no fever or respiratory symptoms reported at that point. The doctor examined him, provided medication to him, and sent the patient home. So the patient visited a local private hospital on the 22nd of May and was admitted to a general ward. So interesting developments right there. In other COVID-19 related news, the Walfish Bay branch of the Erongo Red has closed its offices due to their staff members coming in contact with some of the truck drivers that recently tested positive for COVID-19. So the branch will reopen again tomorrow. So do stay tuned on how that story will develop. I'm here with the governor of the Erongo region, Honorable Neville Andre. How are you today?
I'm doing good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah.
Yes, Neville Andre, tell us more about your past in terms of leadership. How did you come? Your leadership in the past enhance you and to be the leader that you are today?
Like any young person, you always get the leadership responsibility starting at high school, at school. So that is also the same with me, where, but of course, other things like responsibilities you are taught at home. But in terms of leadership responsibilities, positions, you get that at school, and that's where it started, where I was, of course, active in organization and groups, such as the Youth Forum in Walvis Bay, also the LRCs at the school, until going to the head boy of the school at Swakopmund Secondary School, and then also the mayor, junior mayor of Walvis Bay,
Yes.
in 1999. So it started in that at school, where you sort of get the opportunity to lead groups, and then it also further went to when I went to university. Was active in organizations, university organizations.
Yes.
Went to NANSO Secretary General, and also President of NANSO, and then into National Youth Council. I was also at the board and chairperson of the Representative Council, and then also at the Youth Council. Of course, Youth Council has always been there, but in the national structure, the Central Committee, and then also last one was the spokesperson of the South Party Youth League.
Yes.
So that it has sort of come from that range, from that level, and yeah, it all sort of nurtured me to have a better understanding, and of course the better understanding of serving people is something that you get every day. Every day you learn on how to be with people and learn to lead people.
Concerning people who have been affected by the lockdown, people who have lost their jobs and businesses who have closed because they can no longer operate because of lockdown regulations. What is, as a closing remark, what is your message to such people?
Yeah, first, when you look at the job losses of COVID-19, the situation that we are in, caused by, of course, the curbing of the spread of COVID-19, it is really putting us into a difficult situation where a lot of people lost jobs, a lot of people lost their daily income and activities that they get income from those things, from those activities. It is unfortunate, but what I will always say is that as employers, let us try to engage and see which possible way we can get out and not fire people. Perhaps cut on other activities within your company so that at least you continue helping the people's life.
Yes.
Retrenchment should be the last resort. After you have really cut on many of your activities, because of course it will take some time, but let us just try and tighten our belt and try and help one another by not really firing people, because it's the community that we are looking at. Even if it's to say you cut on some of the activities, entertainment or corporate social responsibility or whatever, but as long as you at least try and maintain the workforce in your country, in your company, until such time that the economy and your company recover from these challenges. So that's what I will advise or urge our business community. And also, I think what is important is also to learn from what we are seeing, the lessons from COVID-19. Is that it's also time for us to start strengthening our local industry, establishing our own companies,
Yes.
or even food production. Let's produce and consume what we are producing, and not, of course, too much get our products from outside, importing it, but especially food consumption, our food. We need to see, really, to start seeing how do we produce our food basket. But that also needs for a collaborative effort where the one person is doing is growing tomatoes, the other person is growing dates, the other person is growing bananas, or so that when you bring a basket, a food basket, at least each product comes from different people within our region. So that is one thing that I also want to advise, that let's start looking at own products, locally made products, so that we strengthen our industries. And also we need to work in a collaborative manner where we support one another to grow our businesses, local businesses. So that is one issue that I will sort of advise in terms of really addressing or looking at the issue of job losses. We have seen that we sort of had borders closed, and that and a lot of course, companies, shopping malls or supermarkets had stockpiled on the products, but we need to work in collaboration in terms of addressing the food security in the country. So that is very important, that we need to be mindful of that, and we need to really help one another. Of course, the issue of COVID-19 is going to be extended in terms of the effect of COVID-19. It's going to take some time for us to recover. But we should just hang in there, try to be strong and really help one another. I'm very happy that at least companies are coming on board to donate. That is a good gesture from companies, that they are helping the government. And also, I should also say that we should also commend the government for really what they have been doing. Yes. Giving stimulus packages, giving social grants or income grants to people, and giving food rations to people. And so at least you can see that the government is really trying its level best to look after its people. Sometimes it's very difficult for a government to make such bold decisions. But we need to commend central government, the president of this country, and the cabinet and the parliamentarians for really going that mile, or for taking that bold decisions. But for us in our society, in the societies, let us continue supporting government and the leadership in the decisions that they are making, so that, like I always say, that if we are united, we follow what is being put as rules, surely we'll come out successful. But if we move in different directions, we'll not really succeed in this dire time of COVID-19. So that is what I can say.
Right. So there you heard it from the governor of the Erongo region, Honorable Neville Andre, giving us an interview today.
Thank you.
We now bring you the tides and the weather forecast for all the towns in the Erongo region, starting with the tides for the 3 coastal towns. In Henties Bay for tomorrow, we'll have a low tide at 2 a.m. as well as a high tide that is 8:10 in the morning. We will also experience a low tide at 2:15 in the afternoon, as well as a high tide at about 2 minutes to 9 in the evening. The tides for Swakopmund are as follows. We'll have a low tide at 2 a.m. as well as a high tide at 8:10 in the morning. And we'll have another low tide at 2:15 in the afternoon, as well as a high tide at about 4 minutes to 9 in the evening. For Walfish Bay, the tides will be very similar to the other 2 towns, as we'll have a low tide at 2 a.m. as well as a high tide at 8 minutes past 8 in the morning. We will also have a low tide at about 2:15 in the afternoon, and in the evening we'll have another high tide at 5 minutes to 9. The weather conditions for the coastal towns are as follows. So for today, we'll have a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius for Henties Bay, while for tomorrow, Henties Bay will experience a minimum of 15 degrees Celsius as well as a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius. The weather will be, there will be plenty of sunshine, and the wind direction will be southerly. In Swakopmund, today we'll experience a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius, while tomorrow we'll have a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius. It will be sunny with a wind direction of a south-southwesterly direction. For Walfish Bay, it will be slightly warmer with a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius, while tomorrow we'll experience a minimum of 13 as well as a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius, respectively. The weather conditions will be sunshine, plenty of sunshine with a wind direction of southwesterly. For tomorrow, for the rest of the towns in the Erongo region, Arandas will experience a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius as well as a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius for tomorrow. And Usakos will be slightly warmer with a minimum of 12 degrees as for a minimum, as well as a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius. Karibab will have a minimum of 11 degrees and a maximum of 33 degrees Celsius, while Omaruru will have a slightly cooler minimum of 9 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. The wind directions in the rest of the towns in the interior, in the Erongo region, most of the towns, that includes Usakos, Karibab and Omaruru, will experience a north-northwesterly wind direction, while Arandas will experience a northwesterly wind direction. So that was the weather and the tides for today and tomorrow. Keep watching. And that brings us to the end of episode 7 of Erongo Talk. Do make sure that you log on to all our social media platforms that include Instagram, Twitter, as well as Facebook. And don't forget, we have over 40,000 followers on our Facebook page. So all corporates out there, if you're willing to do some business with us, do make sure to check that one out as well. Our news is available as usual on our website, that is www.erongo.com.na, and do also send us your news tips on 0811 7040. I repeat that, 0811 7040. So we'll be back tomorrow with a jam-packed show, very laid back, focused on entertainment. We have an exclusive interview that our colleague Leandria Lowe prepared with Mark May famous show contestants, that is Aiden and Tamron Bierkes, who are really putting Warfish Bay on the map. So do check that one out tomorrow, and let's make sure that we do adhere to all lockdown measures that have been put in place by the government as well as the state of emergency. Make sure that you wear your gloves, that you sanitize, and that you also do keep the social distance. Do catch us again tomorrow for another episode of Erongo Talk. It's our community, your news.